Good morning, afternoon, whatever time of day you watch these, everyone. How are you doing today?
Konnichiwa, minasan. I'm doing good. How are
All
you
right,
doing?
I'm doing good. I won't lie, I'm kind of tired today. Had an eventful day, but the good
Yeah.
tired. This is one of those like you look back and you're like, "Yep, I shoveled some dirt today. That dirt had to get
Yep.
shoveled."
There's a lot of dirt behind me.
So much dirt. All right,
So yeah. Or go ahead.
no, I was gonna say we're doing something a little interesting today, right? You wanna explain a little?
Yeah, so this is the 10th day of our studies, but as you can probably see, we're on day 17.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is because the last couple of days has kind of talked about using adjectives. And interestingly enough, when it comes to verbs, it's already been introduced how to talk about verbs in the past tense. And so I thought past tense adjectives would be around the corner. It is not. Day 17 here is when they finally decide to throw this back in. And because we're kind of, with still have adjectives fresh on our mind, I just thought it would be a lot easier. Just go ahead and use this and talk about this since we're still familiar with using adjectives and stuff to go ahead and get this locked down before it starts moving on to a lot more in-depth concepts in between day 9 and day 17. So we're going to return to the order right after this day, but this is just why we're kind of skipping ahead just a bit. There
Yeah.
will be some hiccups with like reading stuff because at this point they have taken off Romaji, but we'll be sure to read everything and then of course revisit the katakana and the other reading stuff as we continue along normally
Mm-hmm.
after today.
Yeah, so there'll just be a slight hiccup. Maybe I'll see about linking things in the broadcast versus the chronological order. Haruhi fans, you already know. Um, but yeah, we'll be skipping over homework for this time, and we'll have a time where we go over what would have been day 16's normal homework. Um, but this would normally put us at some katakana practice right now. So I'll go ahead and give you a little peek as to what would be going on there. And same with structure, more or less, with the hiragana. They have the YouTube links to review for those as well. So these for English speakers should be a bit more straightforward. It's kind of fun doing katakana because you're like, where do the extra vowels come in? I know they're in there somewhere, but
Mhm.
I am personally way worse with katakana than hiragana just because I tend to use hiragana more. I think when you're learning like new words for things and most like programs and exercises, though, you're more likely to just run into using hiragana more.
Mhm.
But looking at what we've got here, we've got saka. Um, a favorite of mine. We got the basketball,
Basketball.
boru.
Boru.
Tennisu. We've been shimasing that quite a bit. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Rugby, I believe.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
rugby.
oh, this fella. Okay, rugby, and then this is kind of a extension of sorts, right?
Hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Gofuru.
Other way around. Yeah, this would be gorufu.
Go just. Oh yeah. Go golfu.
Gorufu.
Go
Because like,
Golu.
yeah, I guess that's like the meme where the L's become R's,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
It
gorufu.
happens. Sometimes I feel like every now and then there's in like Japanese studies there's like a there's like a sensitivity that's probably not wrong to have where you're like, oh, I don't want to lean into the stereotypes of these pronunciations, but sometimes I feel like when you're learning pronunciations, like it's okay. It just kind of is what it is. Just go for it.
That's how they say it.
That's how they say it. Um, and then we got would this be bokushingu?
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we got that Hajime no Ippo activity over here. And then we'll link Yuko Sensei's in there when we upload this later. But we'll see once we get into the vocab here. We've got no Romaji, so normally this would be about the point where they would transition away. Do we have actual PDFs? We do. Um, but hopefully listening to us go through this will will help ease that for now. Um, so let's remember, fellas. Um, Tanoshi for fun. I think we've discussed that at this point already. Um,
Yeah, most of these will be familiar since they were introduced in Day like 9 or 8 vocab.
all right, good. Omoshiroi for funny or interesting. Oishi for delicious. I for good. Samui for cold. I always think about salmon with this one, just that Samu kind of sound.
Yeah.
That chili salmon, bro. Um, Testo for test. Muzukashi for difficult. We used that when we were talking about my feelings about Japanese lessons. Um, Hanami for flower viewing. Sometimes I've gotten this twisted because Hanabi is firework, right?
hmm
Yeah, but me almost always is some kind of vision related thing.
Yep.
So flower viewing. Um, what do we have here? Kaigi? Is that what this is?
Kaigi.
Kaigi.
Yeah.
Is this same Kai as Kaisha?
If I had to guess, I'd say
Okay.
so.
Oh, because Kaisha by itself is organization, right?
Like company.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same Kai.
Okay. Cool. Long. Nagai. You know, long giraffe feller here. For weather, we've got Tenki. いいよ、天気ですね。Rain, ame. There's a mnemonic that I have, which might be like my singular favorite, like little render that I have for it, which involves like a dude like aiming an arrow at a rain cloud that is directing the rain and aiming it at the dude. Uh, it just hits
Oh
right.
my.
Everything about it is like you'll never forget this. uh, very iconic. Sakura, cherry blossom. It's like April, March, when we're recording this. And I was stepping outside and I was seeing trees turning pink, and I was like, it's time.
About that time, yeah.
About that time. Kire. This is an adjective. Beautiful or pretty or clean. Um, Genki, famous textbook series. Energetic or in good health. Like if you were asking like someone how they're doing, you would ask them if they're feeling a little Genki. Um, is this Shinsetsu or just Shinsei?
Yeah, Shinsetsu.
Shinsetsu. Okay. Shinsetsu. And this is a na fella. Nice weather. Ii tenki. Uh, part-time job. This is a German root word, right? Arubaito.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Arubaito, hai.
All right. Taihen for hard or difficult. Also a na. Oh, did I say that right? I haven't used this too
Yeah.
much. Okay. Um, Shibuya, home to my favorite good boy of all. This is my desktop wallpaper, in fact, on my laptop. Um, Nigiyaka for bustling, or with also a na fella right here. Umi for sea. There's also a basic land type in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're that kind of nerd. Terebi for television, TV, and mimas to watch. We got a bit more here. Um, hmm. Hatarakimasu to work. Hatarakimasu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Busan for Korea. Is that right? I've never heard this.
Um, no, Kankoku is Korea. I think it's just the town.
Okay. Oh, like a specific. Okay. Yeah, I don't know it. Hikoki for airplane. Is that more or less pronounced okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hikoki.
Machi for town. I think we just talked about that last recording session. And I'm guessing this is Romu for Rome?
Roma.
Roma. Okay. Roma.
Oh, and I didn't quite catch it for Busan. It's actually a pu, so Busan.
Oh, Busan. Okay, okay. Busan. All right. Station. Eki. Walking. Aruite. I think we had talked about going two places on foot before. Is there a distinction to make with the vocab there, or when you're saying that, are you really just saying I'm walking there?
Yeah, that's the same that was introduced before. So like you get somewhere by walking.
Okay. We got Hakata. I don't really know what goes on there. I'm guessing festivals by the looks of it. I don't know what they're doing in Hakata. Um, very very iconic bit of Japan, the Shinkansen, the bullet train.
Mm-hmm.
Um, breaking this down, is this like same Shin as new, or is something else going on there?
Uh, I believe so.
Okay, it's that new hotness. The first time I feel like as a child I was ever like, no, they're cooking in Japan. Something good is going on there. Was playing Pokemon Gold version, and you go on the bullet train between the continents. And then I learned like, oh no, that's real. That's not fantasy. Actually, they just have that. And I was like, what the? They got a train that floats with magnets, and they're like, yeah, pretty much. Blew my mind.
Pretty much.
Um, Konbini, convenience store. You're looking for a good laugh, I do recommend the series Konbini Confessions. Good things happening over there. Uh, Jitensha for bicycle. Supa for supermarket. I think nothing new there. Hajimete for first time. Senshu for last week. Totemo for very. And stop me, Jimmy, if I'm going too fast on these and I finagle some punctuation or pronunciation in weird ways.
Yeah.
Kino for yesterday. Amari for not very. Shumatsu for weekend. This one will take me a bit of work. Dono kurai for how long?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hontoni for really? That's a word I just like. It's got a good rhythm to it. Hontoni. Like Tony the Tiger, but he was hanging out with Han Solo. Gurai for around or about. Kakarimas to take in reference to time. I don't know what's going on here.
That's like how it's just saying like how long it takes for something to happen.
Oh, okay.
There's just a verb for that. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Choto for a little. And then for reference here, Nikki as in Mirai Nikki, the future diary.
Mm-hmm. The future
Mm,
diary.
okay. Ryokan for like a traditional Japanese inn. And then Narita Kuko for Narita Airport. All right.
Yeah, with ryokan, I'm glad you specified that is for like the traditional style of
Yeah.
Japanese inn and not just a hotel.
Like if you're looking at this image, that's the right thing to associate this with. And then we've got, are these counters? Is that what we're getting into here?
Yeah, so that first column, the hun or pun, that's just reminding us those are the minutes, jikan, hours,
Oh, okay.
days, weeks, months, number of years. And this is like number of X, so number of hours, number of days, number of weeks, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. All right. And it's probably just because there's little to no English on the screen, but I am intimidated looking at this, Jimmy. Would you mind
Yeah.
taking the lead here?
Yeah, I mean, we can spend time reading all of it, but this is all stuff that has been introduced already.
Oh,
It
by
would
the
probably
time this
just be
would
more
normally
relevant.
occur.
No, like we've already talked about, months and days and
Okay.
hours
Yeah,
and minutes,
I guess so.
so
I guess this is probably just a helpful reference sheet, if anything.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. It's just scary. I'm just scared.
Yeah. It's
All
kind of
right.
like when you opened up a dictionary, you're like, there's a lot of
It's like
words in here.
who's been
Same thing.
writing all this? Webster? Is that why we know your name? Because you kept writing. All right. But that is otherwise all the vocab for here. Any thoughts before we move from that?
All good.
All right. All right, let's see. Lesson 1. We got furigana over here. I don't think I realized that was going on. We've got the whole video thing again. Let me refresh. I haven't actually rebooted my computer since we started having this, so that's probably part of this shenaniganry.
There we go.
Asking someone's opinion. Kanzo o kiku? Is that right?
I believe it's just console.
Kanso. Oh, okay. Kanso o kiku. Location basho, same deal except we have the kanji here now. Kyushitsu for classroom. And is this just class and room? Kyoshitsu, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like education room.
Okay. Characters. We've got this is like some of the few kanji that I'm like 100% confident. Yamada-san. The Nihonjin. And what do we have here? Ryogakse. Ryugakse.
Yeah, Ryugakse Anna-san.
Anna-san. All right. And nothing in the down below. Let's give it a whirl.
Man, they've forsaken French at this point. Wow. If you speak French,
That's
you're
interesting.
kind of on your own.
Man, don't take this course if you're a French only speaker. And don't listen to me doing that. I'm hardly talking any French, if at all.
アンナさん、日曜日何をしましたか？
初めて京都へ行きました。
へえ、どうでしたか？
とても楽しかったです。
そうですか。
I just want to make sure because I just can't hear it on my end. Do you have confirmation that the window audio is playing on your side?
It is.
and
I
being
think
recorded?
when
Okay.
I screen share to you, I have to specify to include desktop audio, and I must have forgotten to do that. Let me rectify that real quick, just so.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I did see the audio levels go up on the recording when I was playing, so I think it's just a matter of my share. Let me just play a bit for you so you can confirm you can hear.
Oh, I can't see the screen
とても
anymore.
楽しかった
Oh.
です。
What have I done?
Oh wait, there we go. Never mind.
Okay.
It's back.
そうですか。
So this guy.
Okay.
Everything's still good. I got a new boom sound on my end.
Yeah, I can see it and hear it now as long as that video played correctly. We're all good.
Okay. All right. Cool. Continuing.
どうでしたか?
Oh, hold on. The first slide.
どうで
This
した
is
か?
the past tense of adjectives. Let me play their audio.
楽しかったです。いいです。よかったです。
All right. Let me just have this in frame. Well, you want to explain away anything here?
Yeah. So while this page is largely saying that this is past tense for adjectives, what's happening in this first line, the Kyoto wa dou deshita ka, the deshita is the past tense of des, which we've been using up until this point. Specifically with e adjectives, there's an extra little step that we have to do to turn it into past tense. It's kind of similar to how we need to make it to negative. So tanoshi is our example here. Turn it negative. We need to adjust that e to be a ku. So tanoshikunai. So we're replacing the e with the katta and adding des. Not deshita, interestingly enough, but just tanoshikatta des. Does that make sense?
Okay, so like this, like e here is like being crossed out is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. I was scared that was a new character I'd never seen. So I was like, oh gosh. Okay. Tanoshikatta desu.
Hai.
Okay. Then
And then just that
desu.
exception where E becomes yoku,
Okay.
and then that further becomes yokatta, which
Yokatta
I'm
desu.
sure if you've watched any anime, you've heard this before at least once
Absolutely.
in your life.
Absolutely. Like I like reading it. I was second guessing myself. And I'm like, no. I've heard that. I've heard that. All right. Anything to linger on here?
Not for now.
Okay. Video repetition. It was fun. Tanoshikatta desu.
Tanoshikatta. It's just one of those
Oh,
times
that's
where you
right.
kind of
Yeah.
contract that
Wait,
she
I
sound a
don't.
bit.
We just Tanoshikata? Could you say that again?
Tanoshikatta.
Tanoshikata. This.
Hai.
All right.
楽しかったです。
Tanoshikata desu. Is that it? That was it.
Yokatta desu ne. Glad it
Okay.
was fun.
All right. Got a little lesson time. We're all queued up.
面白いです。
Omoshiroi desu. Are we just
I
repeating?
think we're turning into past tense, right?
Oh.
面白かったです。
Omoshirokata desu. Okay.
美味しいです。
Oishikata desu?
Mm-hmm.
美
Oishikatta.
味しかったです。
Okay.
いいです。
Yokata desu.
Mm-hmm.
よかったです。
Yokata.
寒いです。
Samukata desu?
はい、そうですね。
Okay.
寒かった。
寒かったです。
Samukata. Okay. That didn't feel as scary as I was expecting it to. It's a good problem. Let's see if it stays that way. Part 2.
先週のテストはどうでしたか？
Is she
So if you want to pause it real
Yeah.
here and then go back to the where we
like
can see
having
it.
it on screen?
Yeah. So they're asking, how was the test? So we're pretty much doing the same thing, but describing it with the given adjective here in past tense.
Okay. Would I come in with
then-
like a testo wa and then the conjugated phrase?
Nah, since they've already said that, we won't need to. And also they're throwing in chotto, so we'll be
Okay.
saying that in front of musukashi past tense, but you just
Okay.
throw that in before.
Okay, I was gonna say that order stays as depicted on screen.
Yeah.
Chotto muzukashi desu. That feels wrong.
Past tense.
What have I just been doing 10 minutes ago? Shoot.
Musukashi
Muzukashikatta.
muzukashi.
Do I just end on like a hard sh sound, or do I kind of linger a bit with the e sound at the end?
Going into the K sound, my instinct is to kind of shorten it a little bit,
Okay.
but I don't think you necessarily do that. Muzukashikatta. No. It kind of sounds right. Muzukashikatta.
Muzukashikatta.
But we'll hear them say it.
Okay.
か？
Chotto
Chotto
muzukashikatta.
Yeah.
ちょっと難しかったです。
Muzukashikatta.
花見。
Probably fun.
Oh, yeah, saying like we had fun.
Yeah, it was. the honeymoon
Tanoshikatta
was fun,
desu?
Yeah. Yeah.
Assuming that's what we're doing.
花見はどうでしたか？
Oh, we were
と
asking.
て
the
も
question.
楽しかったです。
Okay, our instincts weren't wrong. It was just a little bit
Yeah.
before.
We should probably read the
会
instructions.
議。
Hi. This was meeting.
Yeah, and we're asking the question of how it was, which the past tense of des is just deshita.
Okay. What kai was it kaigi? Was that the phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kaigi.
Kagi wa deshita. Do deshita ka?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
どうでしたか？
会議はどうでしたか？とても長かったです。
And that was long, right?
It was very long.
It was
Yeah.
very long. Totemo. I'm like, I wasn't sure that you could use long in the same for like something abstract like that, or if it was just like a measurement. So I'm relieved to be like, okay, you can do that.
Mhm.
It's the same.
Yeah. I guess I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah.
Nagai does both mean like length of distance and for duration of time.
Both physical and abstract. Okay. Moving along. More practice for lesson 1 activities.
昨日の勉強はどうでしたか？
Kino, yesterday or today? This is a pain point for me.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So yesterday's study. What would she ask about them? Or just how'd they go? どうでしたか?
Mhm.
Yesterday. What was the topic of it? Well,
Keiyoshi, so the adjectives.
oh yeah. とても面白いです. I guess.
面白
面白かった? Is that how I would do it?
はい。
Okay.
うん。
面白かったです。
でしたか？
とっても面白かったです。
週末はどうでしたか？
This last week. That was
Shumatsu is like
weekend, right?
weekend.
And but she's asking
not-
previous, right?
Because it's past tense, probably inferring last weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Shumatsu on its own just means weekend, though.
Okay. There's a like email chain that I get called the Shumatsu Post, and that's just on the weekend. So
Mhm.
I at least got that to latch onto. What was I thinking? Let me rewind to hear what she actually said.
でしたか？
I guess that's enough reminding. Last weekend was adventurous, right? Yeah, squirrel combat.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd say 面白かった.
面白かった. 面白かったです.
そうですね.
All right. I think that's the end. They have us record our bit here. They did. Whatever I said, I did it right, I guess. Approved. I have had times where like they've given feedback. I'm like, hey, might want to tighten this up, tighten up the graphics on level 3, if you will. Have you ever seen those ads?
I don't know if I have.
Oh man, there was this like early game design school called Westwood. This is a complete tangent, and they had like infamous, very easy to parody ads where it was like, "Don't you want a career in games?" and be like, "Whoa, nice graphics," and like the boss would come in like, "I'm gonna need you to tighten up those graphics," and they start clicking away. All right, continuation.
Last ones, I guess.
Yeah. Kansou, is that what we're... Kansou o ki?
Yeah, kansou o kiku.
Kiku. Oh, I forgot to look back down. I thought it was weird too. I'm like, huh, why don't we just stop there? Classroom, you already know. Basho, Kyoshitsu.
Mhm.
Same cast. Yamada-san, Nihonjin, and Anna-san, Ryugakusei.
Yeah. And what's that word for characters?
Characters.
Keep on avoiding
Tojo Jin Butsu?
Butsu, はい.
Okay.
Tojo jinbutsu.
Tojo Jinbutsu. Tojo Jinbutsu. Okay. In the subtitle you see mitai desu? Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. The reading for okay, the reading for this kanji is mitai desu. All right. This is a new lesson, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
天気は良かったですか？
いいえ、雨でした。でも、京都の桜は本当に綺麗でした。
そうですか。私も見たいです。
All right. April showers bring May flowers, they say.
天気は良かったですか？
いいえ、雨でした。でも、京都の桜は本当に綺麗でした。
そうですか。私も見たいです。
All right. Keep on bussin'. Tenki wa ame deshita. The weather was rainy yesterday, and then we got the little parentheses for the implicit bits. And the cherry blossoms were beautiful. Sakura wa kirei deshita. And this is the past tense bit, right?
Yeah. So I believe it's just day 9. I mentioned that like largely you can treat na adjectives as nouns when it comes to conjugation.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny how I think the next grammar point talks about past tense nouns, but you just use deshita, which is the past tense of des, very plain and simple with na adjectives specifically.
Okay. And then I think I skipped over this slide here. Just to have it. Well, I guess there's not much there. This is the past tense of nominal predicates. Cool.
Or this might be that point.
Okay.
Because yeah. Well, I guess they're calling na adjectives nominal predicates. Sure.
Sure. I
Why
don't
not?
doubt you. All right. Continue. All right. So we have repetition here. Ame deshita. It rained. Kirei deshita. It was beautiful. And kirei ja arimasen deshita. It wasn't beautiful. Let me read that again.
Yeah.
Kirei ja arimasen deshita. Okay.
This is like a slight nuance, but I just want to point out that with the ame deshita, we're technically describing the weather. So this is more akin to saying it was rainy and not it was
It
raining,
rained.
like a
Okay.
verb. There's a verb for like to rain and to snow. That's not what they're saying here. So we're just describing the weather,
Okay.
basically.
So like there is an implicit bit here where like we are talking about weather. You already know that.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that this isn't the verb to rain.
Okay.
It's just a slight nuance. I just wanted to make that clear. That's all.
Cool. Okie doke. Going?
雨でした。
雨でした。
雨じゃありませんでした。
雨じゃありませんでした。
綺麗でした。
綺麗でした。
綺麗じゃありませんでした。
綺麗じゃありませんでした。Okay. Manageable. Practice 1. Any particular instructions or they seem generic. Let's go.
元気です。
元気でした?
Mm-hmm.
元気でした。親切です。
親切でした?
Yeah,
親
it's
切
all
で
just
し
deshita
た。
Okay. I was that much.
or positive.
いい天気です。
いい天気でした。
いい天気でした。学生です。
学生でした? That
Mhm.
makes sense.
学生でした。
What am I saying there? They were
This would
students?
be like exactly.
Okay. Okay. it's harder for me. I mean, like I guess a student is a state of being, but I just think of them as just dudes, you know?
Yeah, because like once again, using des is used to describe something, right? And so we are probably talking about someone describing them as students.
Okay. In their halcyon days.
And their youth.
And then them youths. Okay. Practice 2. My boy, Hachiko.
アルバイトはどうでしたか
Hold on, let me get that back on screen for a sec.
アルバイトはどうでしたか
とても大変でした。
Mm-hmm.
とても大変でした。 I feel like I've heard characters
とても大変でした
drop out like when something bad's going on, they'll do like a 大変.
Yeah.
渋谷
I think we're asking the question now.
How was Shibuya はどうでした?
どうでした?
Oh
And
yeah,
then
it's
make
a question.
question.
どうでしたか?
Mm-hmm. 渋谷はどうでしたか?
渋谷はどうでしたかとても賑やかでした
Very lively.
海
海はどうでしたか?
海はどうでしたかとても綺麗でした
It'd pretty. Okay. And are there 3 lessons today? There are 4. Okay. Somehow I was expecting more practice there. Actually, hold on, I didn't go over the top bits. どのくらいの時間 Sa or key? Small
Key.
key. Okay. Hikan shitaka hiku?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You-
Kikan is like time interval.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's right. Could you give us the beautiful version of that?
Yeah, this is just basically saying like asking about how long something took.
Okay.
So pretty much the translation to the right there, but yeah.
But I mean, as far as pronunciation, could you say smoothly?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're good.
どのくらいの時間、はい、どのくらいの時間帰還したか聞く。
Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. Basho, Yoshitsu, Tojo Jinbutsu characters. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
登場人物。
Tojo Jinbutsu. What was
This is Kimu-san.
Kimu-san. Kimu-san. I've got a Kim in my life. Kimu-san. Rin-san. Ryu Gakse Futari. I was caught off guard by seeing like Nin here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kim and Lin, the 2 study abroad students. Kim and Lin kind of has a that could be a band.
Nice little ring to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sitcom, a band, that could be something. English first. Let's go.
リンさん、昨日何時間勉強しましたか
昨日は8時間ぐらい勉強しました。
?8 時間
はい。赤門会のテストはいつも難しいですから。
へー、すごいですね。
そうですか?
So this guy. They're beating him up over there. Once more.
リンさん、昨日何時間勉強しましたか
昨日は8時間ぐらい勉強しました。
8時間
はい。赤門会のテストはいつも難しいですから。
すごいですね。
He's like straight, like in Lucky Star when they have the like a XD adjacent face, like the open parentheses, close parentheses. He's like it's so much that more
Yeah.
so than I was ready for. He made that face
Man,
perfectly.
studying for 8 hours is insane. You've
Muzukashi.
taken.
I
Ross, you've
did not
taken these
study 8
tests,
hours
right?
for those. Yeah, I've taken the test. I did well enough.
でも、Akamonkaiのテストは本当に難しいですか?
Eh,
Are they really difficult?
I wouldn't. I felt like I was expecting them to be more difficult. I'm trying to think if I recorded myself doing it. So I think I did, but I have a new Windows install relative to that time, so I don't know if I held
So-
on to those files.
Would you say テストはあまり難しくないです?
Suppose I would. Like I felt like maybe this is too inside baseball, but I felt like looking at these lessons, I was like, there's so much. I'm drowning in this information. But then I felt like the tests were structured in a much more like realistic amount for one to have taken it, which was comforting. But I was not thinking it would be that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let me rewind a bit here. Maybe I'm around too much. Here we study how to express time duration.
何時間勉強しましたか? 8時間ぐらい勉強しました。
Okay. Ryun-san, how many hours did you study? I studied Japanese, you already know, for 8 hours. I wonder at this point if you were to compile everything we've done. I feel like most episodes are around 45 minutes. Would we have hit that mark? But is there anything you want to go into here?
Yeah, just want to point out that like one with duration of time, you don't need a particle, thankfully. You just throw it in right before. And then gurai, they don't mention this in the translation, but gurai, when you throw that in with a time duration, that means around or about.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually saying like, I studied for around 8 hours.
Okay. Gurai. Okay, I see it. I was lost in the sauce a bit there. Achiji on Gurai. Okay. What is this next?
期間の疑問詞。何分、何時間、何日、何週間、何ヶ月、何年。期間、分、分。時間、日、か。週間、ヶ月、年。
All right. And on the right, these are like units for time, right?
On their own, yeah.
Okay. So this is
And then
year.
just turning it into a question is just non thrown before it.
Okay. Okay. I see. Nan, Imonshi, and is Kikon? Is that like another reading for Jikon?
No, that's for interval of time or period of time.
Okay,
So they're just categorizing the different words.
I see.
So it's like period of time question on the left, and then just the period of time, like the counter for times on the right.
Okay. And is it best to think of these as distinctly counters?
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's a little bit of overlap. Like I think that's why they put the ka there. And like nin is universal. Nin is universal between saying what year it is versus how many years.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things to point out is the kagetsu. So if you remember when just referring to like March or April, you just say sang.
Yeah.
Sangetsu
Number plus
on that.
getsu.
I don't know why it took me a bit. But with turning into a counter, it becomes kagetsu.
how would you? What would be a sentence where you would say kagetsu instead of just like the month name?
Yeah, so it's like if I studied abroad in Japan for 3 months, I'd
Mhm.
say like 3ヶ月
Oh, okay, because it's like the
留学しました.
duration.
Exactly.
I see.
Versus
Okay.
saying 3月 留学しました. I was there during March.
I understand. Okay. Okay. Anything else to point out here?
That's all for now.
Okay. Be strong for mother. Oh man, we got the situation again. We're in the situation room.
Why does it do that?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
weird.
Something's changed. I'm assuming I just have like a Chrome update pending that I haven't done. I'm gonna put the blame on myself. Nanjikan benkyou shimashita ka? How many hours did you study? Hachijikan gurai benkyou shimashita. I studied around 8 hours. Okay. Repetition.
何時間勉強しましたか
Hold on. I wasn't ready for how fresh she came in.
何時間勉強しましたか
Nanjikan benkyou shimashita ka? Nanjikan benkyou shimashita ka?
8時間ぐらい勉強しました。
Yeah, I want the text here. 8時間 gurai benkyou shimashita ka? Not ka. Benkyou shimashita.
I
Every
love
now and
the
then.
8 into the G. Looks like a little mouth. Looks like a little guy.
Oh, you
Sorry, I
know
just
what?
had to point
I
that
see the
out.
little guy. I see the little guy. I've never thought about the little guy. He's got like noodles coming, or maybe like
Yeah.
he's like inhaling. He's got the curb. He got
Throwing
the
some chips in. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say, like in my mind, like benkyou shimasu or shimashita is like is one thing, but when I'm reading it, like I still have that problem where I'm like sounding out everything, right? So I'm like benkyou shimashita, and I'm like, oh no, that's wrong. But then I'll like recognize the word and then correct. I'm imagining that's a common
And then
struggle.
you figure it out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it sounds more like this. And I guess that's just what spelling is like.
Yeah, this is why kanji becomes very important when it comes to reading.
Okay.
しました。
Is that the end of his thought?
I believe so.
Seems so. Okay.
8時間勉強しました.
8時間勉強しました. Practice 1. Doesn't look like we need any additional info on this. Let's go.
国で何週間日本語を勉強しましたか
Alright. Kuni de, so, like in your country, I'm guessing. Nan shukan? Shukan?
週間. はい.
Okay. Nan shukan. Nihongo o benkyou shimashita ka? How long did you study before coming to Japan?
No, this is just like saying I don't know why they throw in the kunide.
Okay, yeah, that's
Maybe
confusing
because
me.
like the idea is that you studied before coming to Japan. So maybe someone in Japan is asking you this.
Yeah. Okay. Three shukan. San shukan. And then shukan in and of itself is that what unit is that?
So with like weeks, right? We have
Oh,
like
shumatsu.
shu and shumatsu.
Yeah.
This is shukan.
So is that 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. San shukan benkyou shimashita.
Hey.
Okay.
3週間勉強しました。何ヶ月アルバイトをしましたか
Kagetsu's months? How long did you work at your part-time job?
Yeah.
Okay. You Yugatsuka. Oh, no, there was another word. Kagetsu. Um, Kagetsu. What was work? But like to have worked? Is that still like what I conjugate arubaito, or is that more so a noun? Or is this what you were
Yeah,
describing
so
before?
this is this is the this isn't explained, I don't think ever, even up to this point, but you can use shimas with
Oh,
nouns to turn them into verbs, right?
okay.
So this is like doing the part-time, or more, a better way of saying that is like working a part-time job.
Okay.
So this
I
is
did the
literally
job thing.
asking, yeah. And with these sort of like compound verbs, or these noun verbs, I guess is a better
Mhm.
way of describing them. When thinking of what to omit, we just need the verb part of it. So
Okay.
you don't need to repeat arubaito o when answering.
Mhm.
You can just say shimashita. Similar to how like we said
Oh,
like benkyou shimashita.
okay. So I can omit arubaito entirely?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. Um,
I think they said benkyou shimashita in the last example, but
okay.
not exactly necessary.
Okay. All right, let me hear say.
いつアルバイトをしましたか
So it'd be like 10ヶ月しました or アルバイトをしました.
10ヶ月しました
Okay, she just went with Shima. Okay.
毎日テレビを見ます何時間
Is she asking what time we do it, or how much time we spend with it?
We are asking the question now.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So we might want to put the subtitles up.
Yeah.
Or the picture.
Mainichi, every day, I'll watch TV. How long?
Yeah, so we're asking this question to her. So
Okay.
we'll need to put those.
So
little
I
pieces
would be
together.
like nanjikan terebi o. How would I say how much time? I guess nanjikan is
Yeah,
that.
so the nanjikan does
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Na-
we're just also specifying like every day.
Nanjikan mainichi terebi o mimashita ka?
Other way around. With the mainichi and nanjikan. So mainichi will come first.
Okay. Mainichi nanjikan terebi o mimashita ka? Okay.
It might just be mimas, but yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it would be mimas.
毎日何時間テレビを見ますか2時間くらい見ます
About 2 hours. I watch TV about 2 hours, homie.
働きました何年
That was to work?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been working? And we're questioning that.
Yeah.
Would
how
I
many years
put a
have you
good
been
eye in there? Or
working?
is that just kind of my discretion as the question answer?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
I imagine that since it's not on the paper, you won't
Yeah,
say
it's
it,
probably.
but I mean, you could if you wanted
I
to.
feel like I would phrase it like that.
Yeah.
Good eye.
Good eye will
None.
follow the counter.
Sorry, say that again.
So the good eye will come after the period of time.
Okay.
Instead of before.
Nannen good eye. Hatarakimashita ka? Okay.
何年ぐらい働きましたか?
何年働きましたか5年働きました
I've been contracting the sickness. All right. This is a short one.
毎日何時間日本語を勉強しますか
Answering with our own words how long we've been studying Japanese.
So reread the question for me.
Okay. Every day. Every day. Nanjikan Nihongo o benkyou shimasu ka? I guess I was just missing the everyday part. Um, hmm. This is, according to this series at this moment, day 17, right? Day 10, day 17.
But the nanjikan, right? What is that bit?
How many hours?
Yeah. So
Okay.
about how many hours every day do you study Japanese?
Okay. I guess just one. Would that be Itsu?
Ichi?
Or just Ichi? Okay, I thought things would get weird. Ichi. Is it? It wouldn't just be Ichi G, would it? Is G just hour?
G is just time, like
Time
time of
itself.
day. The kan makes it hours.
Oh, okay. Ichigan. Benkyou shimasu.
Hi.
What?
So,
Am I ending with just a
Ichijikan.
shimasu?
Mhm.
Okay.
毎日何時
Does she
間
have
日
a
本語
response
を
here, or
勉
is it
強しま
just
すか
what is our
Yeah, just
question?
leaving it to you. So,
Okay.
1時間勉強します.
Ichijikan benkyou shimasu. Okay. I wonder if I respond the same way. Lesson 4. I'm assuming that'll be.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
it.
Okay. How much time it took? Dono. Is this kudai instead of gudai here?
Correct.
Okay. Dono kudai no jikan kakaru kakiku? Kotoe or kotae?
答える.
Kotaeru. Okay. Kotaeru. Asking how much time it took and reply. Basho Yoshitsu Tojo Jinbutsu. Tojo Jinbutsu.
Mhm.
Kim-san, Rin-san, Ryugakusei Futari. To study
Yeah.
abroad.
And then with the Kim name, this is one of those times where it's like it's not exactly said the same way as we
Kimu.
would. So it's Kimu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimu-san.
Kimu-san. Yeah. Okay. Oakley Dokley. And then at the bottom. Go.
東京からプサンまでどのくらいかかりますか？
飛行機で
What is the
2
word
時
Pusa?
間ぐらいかかります。
へえ、近いですね。東京から私の町まで飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります。
うわあ、遠いですね。
Again?
東京からプサンまでどのくらいかかりますか？
飛行機で2時間ぐらいかかります。
へえ、近いですね。東京から私の町まで飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります。
うわあ、遠いですね。
Wow.
I do love that. Wah. Big Wario energy. Wah. All right. What are we cooking with here? Gudai/gudai. I have questions about that in a second. Is the expression referring to the appropriate number rather than the exact number?
Approximate number.
Is excuse me. So, nijikan gudai is around 2 hours. When using dono kudai slash gudai in questions, you want to know some approximate number rather than the exact number. When answering with exact numbers, we sometimes use ryo. Is that ryodo plus duration?
Chodo.
Oh, that's right. Choto. Like choto ni jikan desu. Choto is roughly equivalent to just. So it's rare to say like choto ni jikan hachipun. So it'd be like just
Apun.
exactly 8 minutes would be
Yeah.
weird.
And it is chodo, not
Chodo.
to.
Okay,
It's got the
chodo.
10 there. Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's go to the next.
東京からプサンまでどのくらいかかりますか？飛行機で2時間ぐらいかかります。
Okay. Obviously, I'm hanging up on the kurai gurai bit. But I'm imagining that's not the most important distinction to be making here.
Yeah. So I can break down the handful of bits here if you would like me to.
Okay, yes, please.
So first of all, with kurai versus gurai, there's no difference.
Okay.
I think there was a point in time where that mattered. I feel like at this point, because I'm just so used to it, I usually default to gurai. But admittedly, it's whatever feels better rolling off the tongue.
Okay.
When used, like especially like following something.
I feel the
usually
same
say
way, and I
gurai
don't know
'cause that's
why.
just
I
what
do
I'm
like
used to.
Gudai better.
Yeah. But similar to in an earlier lesson when they were like from like I think the example was like the test, when is it to win? Like what time does this test start to when does it end? That's where the kata to mare bit is
Okay.
being reused here. But it's in the same way as time. It's like from when to when, from where to where. So from Tokyo to like up to Busan,
Mhm.
right? That's what the kata and mare is being used here. And this was shown in the vocab, but this is where the kakarimas comes into play, where this is the verb. It takes time. Like it's
Okay.
kind of hard to directly translate just the verb on its own. But in this case, it is saying like it takes X amount of time.
Okay.
And then the last bit here is the means of transportation. So before we would say like aruite 2 or 2 kara I don't know the yoji made. So it takes me from 2 to 4 to walk there or
Okay.
something like that. That's what the de is. So we're specifying how we're getting there. So hikoki de by plane 2 jikan gurai kakarimasu. It takes about 2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of little bits in here. It may seem a lot, but technically they are familiar. They have been discussed previously, just using it in a slightly different context.
Okay. 飛行機で2時間ぐらいかかります。Okay. I guess
Yeah.
let's
Do you have any
just-
questions about this bit for now?
I think it's just a lot for me to look at, but I feel like doing the repetition will help. I think I just need to to burst that bubble. Okay. How long does it take to go from Tokyo to Busan? Tokyo から Busan まで. This was do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. どのぐらいかかりますか? Takes around 2 hours. 2時間ぐらいかかります. And then from Tokyo to my city, ambiguous, takes around 8 hours by plane. Tokyo か
It's a
ら
huge sentence.
私の町で飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります. I was like expecting the text to wrap here, and I was like, "Oh, we're not done." Okay, also we got the video thing. Hold on. Yeah, it is rewarding to see the like sentences slowly get longer, and maybe we've got a peek This was repetition. Got a
Yeah.
little peek of how that builds, but it's still manageable.
東京からプサンまでどのくらいかかりますか？
Oh, maybe it's not. Hold
どの
on.
くらいプサンまでどのくらい東京から
So maybe
Oh.
actually it might be better for this one since they're longer to
Mhm.
exit out the full screen and play it alongside the text that's visible
Oh
from the
yeah,
top.
that's a good thought. Let me zoom out a little less. Hopefully, that's still fine for TV viewers. Tokyo からBusan まで、どのくらいかかりますか?
Tokyo から
Let's hear
プサン
it.
までどのくらいかかりますか?
Say that again.
東京からプサンまでどのくらいかかりますか？
東京からプサンまでどんなくらいかかりますか?
2時間ぐらいかかります。
2時間ぐらいかかります。
東京から私の町まで飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります。
東京から私の町で行こう。
町
東京
町まで。
はい。
町まで飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります。
からプサン
Oh,
ま
this is looping. Let me hear him say that.
私の町まで飛行機で8時間ぐらいかかります。
Yeah, I guess it is distinctly a larger step once the phrase that we're repeating can't fit its subtitles on screen in one pass. That a marked increase in difficulty. Okay. A little practice. I like this power pose, by the way.
東京からローマまでどのくらいかかりますか?
She's saying, how long does it take to get from Rome to Tokyo by plane?
Yeah.
12. 12? Juni Jika. Did she say gurai? Was this an about question?
ローマま
I mean,
でど
it's
のくらいかかりますか?
yeah, on the page.
Oh yeah, it is there. I was hung up struggling over here. Shooting. Man, I'm struggling. I am just saying about 12 hours, right? That's the extent of my response.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing that you're adding to this is kakarimasu.
Okay. And that goes at the end, right?
The hint page. Yeah.
Okay. 12時間ぐらいかかります。
はい。
Okay.
12時間ぐらいかかります. Ugh, I kind of stumbled there a little bit, but yeah, you got it.
Okay.
飛行機で12時間ぐらいかかります。
And she's
I guess
just
they want
specifying
whatever.
the vehicle or the method of travel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
飛行機で12時間かかります.
うちから駅までどのくらいかかりますか?
So
Do you go?
say
Do you go for 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
And-
specify by walking.
Poon is minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hun off of some syllables, but for 5 it's just hun.
Okay. Did she specify, is walking part of this?
Mm-hmm. It will be.
Okay. 歩いて1分ぐらいかかります?
Say 15 again for me.
What did I even? Jugo? Jugo-pun?
15、はい。
Okay.
15分かかります。
Foon or poon?
It'll be 分
Okay.
here.
歩いて15分かかります。
So food.
東京から博多まで
Tokyo kara Hakata made ikarimasu ka? Is that what I'm doing?
We'll ask like about how long, so it'd be like dono gurai.
Dono gurai Tokyo what was the first
You'll
word?
fit that in between. Yeah, you'll fit that in between that first part with the katamade
Okay,
and the
kata.
verb. So yeah, so you'll say that first, and then the question, and then the verb.
Okay. I'm trying to like mentally map out like where things are sliding in right. So start with Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tokyo kare or gurai kare?
So that whole phrase of like Tokyo kara Hakata. What
Yeah,
was
it
it
was
again?
Hakata. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tokyo kara Hakata made.
Tokyo kara
Question, verb.
Hakata made. Gurai kakarimasu ka?
Dono gurai.
Gurai.
Dono gurai kakarimasu ka?
Dono gurai kakarimasu ka? So the whole first chunk, and then dono gurai kakarimasu ka?
Yeah.
Okay. And that first chunk was Tokyo made Hakata. No. Tokyo kare?
Kara?
Kara. Tokyo kara Hakata made is the first chunk. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me listen to her put it together.
東京から博多までどのくらいかかりますか？
I don't remember if I put a ka there.
新幹線で5時間かかります。うちからコンビニまで
Okay. So same logic as before, right? What's on screen right now is just the first chunk, right?
Correct.
Okay. Uchi kara konbini made gurai donna ikarimasu ka?
Dono gurai
Dono gurai. Did I say donna?
kakarimasu. Yeah, you said gurai donna.
Okay.
But yeah. Dono gurai.
Dono gurai kakarimasu ka?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
コンビニまで
Uchi kara.
うちからコンビニまでどのくらいかかりますか？自転車で15分ぐらいかかります。
15 minutes on bike.
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
Okay. Practice 2. Part 1.
あなたの町から東京までどのくらいかかりますか？
About how long is our hometown from Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll probably want to specify our means of transportation as well.
Kuko. Does that go at the start?
Hikoki.
Say that again.
It
I'm
would
sorry.
go before. Yeah, hikoki.
Hikoki.
Yeah,
Hikoki
Kuko
de?
is airport.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I think I was trying to say plane. Yeah. Okay. Hikoki de. How long is it? Like 12 hours for us or 8 hours?
I think from it might be 12. Because from San Fran, I think it's 10.
Okay.
We can say 12.
let's say 12. Juni.
Mhm.
I'm trying to chunk things out the same way that we did before. Let's say would I use the method at first, or if I'm doing the karemada situation, would I specify the cities?
Since we're not needing to specify that, we're just going to say the means of transportation
Okay.
and then how long it takes.
Okay. Hikoki de 12 what was unit for hour? Was that G? Juni
Jikan.
Jikan. Okay. Juni Jikan. What have I covered? What have I not? Takes 12 hours by plane.
Kakarimasu.
Okay. Is that all I'm missing?
Yeah.
Okay. Kakarimasu. Let's put that together. Hikoki de 12 jikan kakarimasu.
Hi.
Okay. Ooh.
I think this is just a recording section.
Yeah, I think so.
あなたの家からスーパーまでどのくらいかかりますか？
Anata no
ま
what?
で
Uchi. Okay.
どのくらいかかりますか？
Quite nice, actually. Like, 5分. I guess I have to do the from home to super bit.
Probably specifying how you get there.
What do you use for driving? Would you say kurumade?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like
by
by car or if I would need to be like driving as its own verb. Kuruma de 5分 something, or do I just end it?
The verb to take time.
Oh, yeah. Kakarimasu.
Hi.
That's it?
車で5分ぐらいかかります. Or 5分かかります.
5分 kakarimasu. Okay. That wasn't awful. Okay. And then there's a bit where we responded to that. And we have a little review here. Let's see if I can get this all on screen so you guys could like screenshot and reference that for yourselves. There are two types of adjectives in Japanese: adjectives and not adjectives. The type of adjective is determined by its ending. I just dropped a thing. How you conjugate them changes on which group the adjective belongs to. Adjectives, all adjectives end in e. For example, tanoshi, having fun. Non-past. You have an alternate word for that? Present? Is that
present?
present? Okay.
Yeah.
Tanoshi desu. For the positive. Tanoshi kunai desu for the negative. Tanoshi katta desu. Past positive. Tanoshi kunai katta desu. Past negative.
楽しくなかった.
Oh, that's right. Tanoshiku kunakata. Tanoshiku nakata desu.
Yeah, and there's still that bit of a contraction with the she syllable.
Okay.
So 楽しかった and 楽しくなかった.
Okay. Let me do. Tanoshikunakata. Tanoshikunakata desu.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. There's one exception in this group. This conjugates by changing the e to yo. So present positive desu. Present negative yokunai desu. Past positive yokkata desu. Past negative yokunai. Wait, no. Yokunakatta desu. The
Mhm.
te form for i desu also follows the i to yo pattern. Yokude. That there with
Yokute.
te. Te. Yokute.
And that will be explained at a different time what that means.
Okay. I am going to not worry about
Don't
that
worry about
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Not adjectives. Present positive. She ugh, I don't she this I don't know why this is messing with me right now.
Yeah,
Make me look at the
Shizuka desu.
most, man. Could you say that for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shizuka desu.
Shizuka desu. Oh my gosh. Shizuka desu. And then present negative. Shizuka jarimasen. Shizuka jarimasen. And then past positive. Shizuka deshita. Shizuka deshita. Past negative. Shizuka jarimasen deshita. Often people confuse na adjectives that end with an e as an e adjective. They are actually na adjectives. For example, kirai. Kirai? Is that like kire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, that's like to dislike or hate.
Okay. Eh. Eh. Okay. Nouns. The conjugation of nominal predicates or nouns used as a predicate is the same as na adjectives. For example, the noun gakse conjugation is present positive gakse desu, present negative gakse jarimasen. Jarimasen? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Jarimasen.
past positive gakse deshita. Past negative 学生じゃありませんでした. Okay, that was a lot to read, but
Yeah, this is a pretty
yeah.
big day. Yeah.
But other than that, that's it. That's it, homie. Now you just got a few little PDFs to dabble with, and that ain't nothing, bro. That ain't nothing. We did it, man. You got any thoughts for us, Jimbo? Jimbo?
Yeah.
Jimbob
So,
Shimas?
there's a lot of moving parts at this point, right? Which we've kind of experienced throughout this lesson. So, I think what will be in our best interest is you can look forward to the next day being a half day where we're going to put all this together. That's largely why I wanted to go ahead and skip to day 17. So we're going to get in a lot of practice with this to get those reps in, and hopefully it'll iron out any sort of, hiccups or get us more familiar with sentence structure and all of that, and just realizing how much conversation we can actually have at this point already. So
Let it
definitely look
embolden
forward
you,
to it.
empower you, empower me.
But that's all I've got to say for now.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and you take care.